So as we have discussed already in the previous video, that for extrinsic type of semiconductor, that is N type and P type, for N type there are more number of electrons than holes, and for P type number of holes are more than number of electrons. So the majority charge carriers in this are electrons and minority are holes. Where in P type majority charge carriers are holes and minority charge carriers are electrons. Now if this P and N combine together, they will form a PN diode. If P, this is a P type semiconductor and this is N type semiconductor, if the both are fabricated together like this will form a PN diode or PN junction. This PN junction where they are actually meeting, and the symbol for the PN junction is this PN junction diode. This is the symbol. This is representing P and this line is representing N. So this is the symbol for the PN junction. So for a PN junction, if we have P and N material together, they will form PN junction diode. It is represented like this. This is P, this is N, or in the other form, in the form of component that you use in electric circuit, it will appear like this, or this strip is actually cathode or N and this complete is P. So when P and N get together, there is a region that is called depletion region, where the combining of electron and holes deplete the hole in the P region and electron in the N region near the junction. It means this region is called depletion region, where holes and electron combine together and make this region devoid of charges and make this all positive and negative charges together immobile. They can't move. So this will form a barrier. That is called potential barrier or depletion region. Now we have two type of biasing. So we can say in depletion region what happened? As this is a P side with more number of holes, less number of electron. This is N type with more number of electrons and less number of holes. So actually happened what? This electron tried to cross the junction and move to this side, where holes try to move to this side. And when they try to move on this side, electron and hole combine together, where positive and negative, when they combine together, this will get neutral and they are not able to move further. So this region get devoid of charges. मीन्स चार्जेस की कमी हो जाती है और ये रीजन क्या बन जाता है आपके पास? एक पोटेंशियल बैरियर का रीजन. हेयर वी हैव पॉजिटिव चार्ज ऑन दिस साइड of the barrier, we get positive charge. On this side we get negative charge. Next we will do the biasing. We have two type of biasing: forward biasing and reverse biasing. Forward biasing is when we join the positive terminal of the battery or the cell with P and negative with N, due to which the width of depletion region decreases. Where for the reverse biasing, we have opposite, positive is connected with N, negative is connected with P, and in this potential barrier width increases. And in forward biasing, current is mainly due to the majority charge carrier, and in reverse biasing, current is mainly due to the minority charge carrier. So forward biasing is when we are connecting this positive of the battery, we are connecting this positive of a battery with the P and negative of the battery with N. So it is forward biasing, and this region will get reduced in width. And in reverse biasing, we will connect negative of the battery with the P and positive of the battery with the N, and this width will increase. This width will get increased. So we have two type of characteristic. One is forward biasing characteristic and other is reverse biasing. For forward biasing characteristic, we have VI graph, which is like this. These characteristics are nothing but these are actually VI graph. If we draw for the forward biasing, it will be like this. Means first of all, with increase of the voltage, current increases slowly, but after a knee voltage, means after crossing that barrier, it will start increasing suddenly. And for the reverse, we have a graph like this. Means when we increase the voltage in negative side, the current will increase, but it will increase slowly in the starting, but after a breakdown region or breakdown voltage, this voltage say breakdown, current increases abruptly. And an avalanche will occur here. What is an avalanche actually? Actually in P and N, when reverse biasing is done, it will start breaking the bonds. Due to which suddenly the number of electrons or charge carriers enhance very highly. As a result, this p-n junction after the avalanche or after the breakdown is not able to work because the device gets damaged because of the breakdown of the voltages of the bonds. So these are the characteristics of the reverse biasing characteristic. Now we have two type of diode resistance. One is static resistance, means DC resistance which do not change, and that is simply voltage by current. Other is dynamic resistance, that is change. Dynamic means AC, that is change in voltage by change in current. So these are two type of resistance. One is AC, other is DC.